And we're live on a Friday then. Sunday. What? The fuck is going on my page? What's up, everybody? Dude, there's a whole buttload of you new people. I don't know where on God's green earth you came from, but what's up? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist. I am your North American Sybil, your messenger of God. I am the first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. Today is a Friday. It's a Venus day, ruled by the heart. So no matter where you are, your heart is going to hurt by the end of the day. I am your guide to the dark night of the soul, which is the awakening process that's happening across the world. I am fully aware that aliens brought you guys in. I dig that. I was laughing before this. I got a book for you. I'm gonna read a little bit for you guys. I was like, most of you are like here with the I want to talk to aliens. Hey, go on with your bad self. I don't want to talk to aliens. They talk to me. I don't want to talk to any of these people, any of these beings, to be honest. I'm not going to be your medium to the alien bullshit. I hope not. I only do as much as they tell me, and they're not high priority on the spiritual evolvement evolvement list as far as they handle the planetary bullshit. But I can teach you how to get into a state of mind where you can have all the conversations you want and ask all the questions you want. I feel the same way about talking to your dead people. I mean, I don't want to go talk to your family and ask all these dirty questions about, secrets that you guys want to know about your family. Where's the hidden treasure and type shit like that? Who did who with what? Who killed who with what? Fucking played Clue and shit. No. I'm here to teach you how to communicate with the spirits and the beings of all kinds. Obviously they talk to me. I'm here to help you talk to them. But as far as aliens, no, man. If we open up that gate, bro, it's like the Stargate, bro. I'm talking to the highest level of a certain beings. I don't want to talk to all of the communities of beings. I don't want to talk to all the common, freaking alien beings is what you guys call them. No, thank you. I don't want to talk to all of them. But you can. How does that happen? Well, it starts with this awakening. What happens is, what I teach you is the basics, and after that, you're in the spirit realm, and then your guides guide you from there. Truly, yeah, bro. You have a whole spirit team that's waiting for you to awaken, and they'll guide you. I have a fucking infamous spirit team. Pac, Kobe, Nipsey, DMX, Michael Jackson, Nate Dogg. Kind of all of them are all around there. But those are my, top five. That be here like all the motherfucking time. So, I'll get you to a place, and then they'll take you to wherever you're supposed to go, whatever home is to you. I go through all of these, consciousnesses. It's a conscious way of connection, right? So my connection to, as you say, aliens that brought you guys here was just me opening a certain level of subconscious, and then I was subconsciously connected to them. I didn't stay in that realm. I traveled through, as we call it over here religiously, the tree of life, which is all of these different realities. I'm currently in the highest form. I'm right up here. It's called the thrones. That's where Jesus sits. It's not a coincidence. I've been climbing this fucking tree forever. I'm stuck right there. That's Saturn. And that's where Melchizedek is. So we're currently learning the quantum realms. It's just another word for conscious states of being. So let me explain a little bit out of this. So I have connections with them, but everything has to be, transmissions have to be able to, you have to be able to put them into data, if you will, right? So like, they send a wave, and then, it needs to materialize. And then we have books and teachings to help us understand what it is that we're experiencing and seeing. So I get all my understanding from this book. I'm sure there's more. She wrote a couple of them, but this is where it came from. I got the same time that I got activated into the Melchizedek order, that's that angel right there, is the same time that I got activated here. And as well as there was another book that I caught, which was the Revelations of the Age of Aquarius. It's actually a novel about a couple that painted a picture of Mary Magdalene and Jesus that in that picture sparked an awakening. So whole different thing. It was a certain set of consciousness. I entered a realm of consciousness of multiple beings and multiple deities is when that happens. So I'm not going to get into all of this. I'm going to talk about, we started yesterday on some chakras. Let's see. I want to tell you about these dimensions because that's how it works. We start off in a 3D dimension, 3D reality, and then we enter into the 4D reality. How do you enter it? That's what I teach you, is to work through your thoughts and your feelings. It's that moon energy. I teach you how to work through that. And the rest of the way, what we're trying to do is balance our masculine, which is our mind, our divine masculine that's always trying to take action, and our heart, which is our divine feminine. We're trying to let our heart rule. Let our mind, our actions be ruled by our feelings. You're like, no, it's the opposite. No, yeah, that's why this is so difficult. Your feelings don't have a voice. You use all logic. You deny your feelings. So as far as psychic abilities and connections, once you start working on your feelings and your thoughts, the balancing of the two, you get psychically connected to altered realities, or as we say, the subconscious. I've been doing this work for 3 years, and the more I do it, the more I excel into other dimensions of reality. I'm a multi-dimensional being, so I can travel through all of the different realities. That's where all of those titles come from in the beginning. The mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil, all of that shit. Those are people that walk the earth that had skills, gifts, prophetic gifts is what we call them, witch. They could do stuff like that. They're just gifts of the Holy Spirit. And I'm going to teach you how to have them, once you have them, what to do with them. Everyone gets them. It's a divine gift. When you take off the flesh, you walk in the spirit, and the spirit's limitless. They use words like manifestation, where you create your own reality from that point on. And that's what the point is to get out of this construct of our mind that we think things are the way that they are, and we make them bigger than they could ever be inside of our mind. And then we walk in this new reality. Ta-da! Welcome. Today's a Friday. This is when we do really hard work, right? By the definition of the day, it's ruled by your heart, right? So the aches of your heart starts to breathe, and your mind will come in and try to fight it. We go with the heartache, and we fight the mind. It's pretty much what we do. It's called shadow work, intensive inner child healing, usually trauma. But that's what we're doing. I teach you how to master the mind and emotions, and there's a whole bunch else that goes on because I'm connected to the spirit realm. So there's a bunch of, as you would say, dead people and deities talking to and through me. I'm getting visuals, I'm getting song downloads, I'm getting all kinds of transmissions to deliver a message. This just in. Again, I am the messenger of God, and God is the whole of all existence. I am Lilith, I am goddess. I am God in the female form. I am here to walk you through your femininity, which is your feelings. That's it. If you don't balance your feelings and open your sacred heart, you can't ascend. You're nothing more than a flesh bag that works through the mind, the same mass conscious that everybody else thinks. I'm here to wake you up. Wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Today is actually a player's holiday. It's a pagan holiday called Lughnasadh. Oh, fuck. I'm going to pull that out later. I'm not going to get out of meditation and dig that card out right. Oh, fine. I'll do it. They just said do it. And that's where it is. You'll hear me argue with the Holy Spirits all the time. I'm being guided all the time. They gave them to me right away. It wasn't even hard. See? Sometimes you're like, I don't want to. And they're like, it's not hard. Just do the job. So first things we're going to do is, usually on a Friday, they'll get you real high. Why? Because you need your spirits high. You need good spirits for the pits of your own hell. Science calls this, or Carl Jung calls it the shadow too. We're doing shadow work. We're going to end up breaking the psyche. It's called an ego death. Give me a second. I'm trying to get a book. I have 1 million books and a bunch of cards. And that's how I'm able to give you all of this. All right. So, in the beginning was, stop God, was the word. And the word was good. Sorry, I have to say what they say. Before Christianity, there was, pagan holidays that were honored, and you can see how in all of the cultures they're still honored. So then Christianity came and they made their holidays around the pagan holidays to harness the energy or the spirit of the holiday, but just made it their own. Like, for example, Easter. Easter comes from Ostara. Easter is always planned after the full moon of the spring equinox. They actually still stick to a pagan calendar. Same with Christmas. That's how all of it works. It's all on a pagan calendar. They make you think some bullshit, though. Jesus wasn't born in December, specifically 9/11, but you can look through scriptures and see that he was born in September. Why do we celebrate it in December? Because it's the Yule season. Again, they're on a pagan calendar. Today is a pagan holiday. It's called Lughnasadh, and there was a card that we pulled. We had just learned about him in my Morgan cards. I got brand new Morgan cards. We read about him a couple weeks ago. Give me a second. Let me find his card. So then it was named after him, and then the Christianity came and changed it and called it Lamas. So you might hear about that. Lamas they call it after Loaf Day, and they celebrate the 5 loaves of something something. They're full of shit, bro. It has to do with, you know what I mean, the turn of the season. It's harvest. It's the first day of autumn. I'm not sure where you guys are. I'm in Denver, Colorado. The 5280, the 303, a mile higher than everyone. I'm not finding your card, bro. Give me a second. This is weird. I'm not finding his card. I'm seeing everything and I'm getting pulled into the pictures. This is not cool. I hate when this happens. Anyways, so today is all about the beginning of autumn, and you reap what you sow. And so your harvest is growing. So whatever you've planted, damn, there's some great cards. And none of what I'm looking for. You guys are pissing me off. I mean, seriously. Sorry. You're just giving me energy and downloads. Alright, it's gotta be in here. So that's what today is about. There it was. It wasn't even far to begin with. There he is. We celebrate. We're just grateful for what we have. That's all you are. It's a day of greatness. It would be like Thanksgiving. Perfect example. Yep. Cornucopias and all that shit. It's a Thanksgiving day. Really? Yeah. Thank you, Lord. I didn't know how to describe this day. Today is the day. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. You'll hear me arguing with them all the time because they're interrupting. I really just want to... I'm filled with so much and I'm trying to push it out. It's not that I have so much to do after this. It's that I'm filled with so much. I'm just trying to get it out of me. By the time I sit down with all this bullshit. Alright. We just read this card again, like I said, not too long ago. Because we're on the 19th card, so this is the 15th, so only a couple weeks ago. The Spear of Law. Directness, authenticity, and focus. Law stands holding his spear, focus on the task ahead. The spear glows, charged with his energy and intent. The great spear of Law is one of the 4 treasures of Tuatha De Danann. Once thrown, no battle could be won against the one who held it. Upon his head is the symbol of the sun, suggesting his connection to Lughnasadh and his possible association with as a solar deity. And this was interesting because it was a new deity to me. It was very interesting to me. And then I read another book and they were like listing moon gods. I was like, well, as the goddess of the moon, this is interesting. Who's these guys? He's called Lamafahada, the long arm, referring to his skill with the sling and the spear. That's so funny. I was like, I will spear you. His other epithets include Samada something, skilled with many arts. Whatever Law does, he does it well, with skill, focus, and determination. Nothing distracts him from his path of his will. This is, for those of you in the tarot community, this would be like a King of Wands. I'm seeing it fully. The spiral represents his focus and willpower taking shape and becoming part of a reality. His spear has magical powers, but without the energy of his intent, it cannot fly true to its task. Perfect example. The Knight of Wands, because it needs intent. Your willpower is useless unless your willpower is channeled by your mind usually, right? You put your mind to it and then you put your body to it. You can do it, put your back into it, right? Funny. Anyways, with that being said, you want to put your heart into it. That's what we're trying to do, is have the right intentions. That we're not just doing for the sake of doing, but that we're doing what makes us, what our heart desires. Like, that sounds so poetic. It's bullshit, to be honest. You'll see. You'll have to go back and catch my videos of this week, 2 days ago, of how I had to fight addiction with my friend. We're working through this. I'm teaching you boundaries. I'm teaching you forgiveness, understanding. I want to teach you something with her, right? Whatever her addiction may be, and feel free to judge however you want. How about, let's change it. I want you to understand some more compassion and sympathy to the situation. It doesn't matter what the addiction is. It matters is that a person is struggling with saying no to a pattern of something, right? So, forgiveness needs to be understood, because the truth is that's what keeps them in that, is nobody's ever going to forgive me. Hey, bro. They go out with the best intentions. I'm not going to drink with you guys. I'm not going to drink with you guys. I'm not going to drink. And then you end up fucking drinking, and you hate yourself the next day. It's like, I didn't want to do that. Why can't I ever say no? Now I'm this, that, and the other. You start hating the people as if it was their fault. You hate, there's all of this. Whatever you know what I mean? And this is what started it. Your coping mechanism may be. We got to just learn how to cope better. You know what I mean? You wanted to hang out with your friends, but unfortunately, hanging out with those friends comes with alcohol, and you're not in a place where you could say no. She has a different type of friends, and they're not drinking alcohol, so she couldn't say no. It's just what it is, guys. Give it some understanding. Some of you can't say no. I knew a weird person that can't say no to fucking ice cream. Like, they have to have ice cream. Like, it's a necessity that they have it, like, in their refrigerator all the time. I don't know how much consumption that is, but that is a coping mechanism. That is a safety net. That's a soothing, blanket. That when you don't feel well, you go to this. I'm sure you can do something. What are you going to do if you were in, like, the East, where they don't really have ice and shit? Like, that's not so typical. And that's where it is no, I can't be without my ice cream. I can't be without my drink. I can't be without my, my vape or my this or that. We're going to learn how to live without things. But have understanding for those that are really can't live with, you know what I mean? They're struggling with it. All of you are struggling with some type of, I can't live without this. But you need to stop. And even when you want to stop, you try to avoid it, but you still can't yet. Everybody's struggling. Let's give some, compassion to the struggle. You know what I mean? Some of you are addicted to work. Some of you waste too much fucking time on your fucking phones. You really don't spend time with yourself, your family, your house. You're not fucking doing anything with yourself but sitting on your phone every time you have a fucking minute. You don't know what's going on. That's a fucked up addiction. You're wasting a lot of energy on nothing. Just watching other people. It's watching the world pass you by. You're filling yourself with all kinds of unhealthy feelings of, I want this, or I hate her, or she's fat, or look at this dude. It's all kinds of, emotional. It's stimulation, right? For sure. It's, as you would say, entertainment. But we can find better source of entertainment. So before you judge someone about how they can't put something down, try to put your phone down. Okay, I love you. I'm just saying, we're learning a lot of hard lessons around here. Welcome. I teach you all the fucked up lessons. Well, God teaches me, and if I don't teach someone else, then He's going to teach you too. He's going to teach you either way. I just hope that you learn through me when it gets to you. Like, oh, I've seen or heard something like this before. Now I have understanding of why I'm learning this lesson, what I'm supposed to learn from this. All right, divinatory meaning. When the spirit of law appears, it's time to focus and clearly direct your energy to your goals. It's easy to become sidetracked and forget your purpose. See your goals clearly and be honest with yourself. Now that's where I'm at, bro. I don't know where all of you came, but I have an enormous following now. I had a pretty good following, but now I have an enormous following. I am responsible. Like God says, it's time to teach these people. I have so many people, so many eyes and ears that I'm trying to reach on different levels. I am very in my purpose. And it's really fucking weird because I want to go back to last week. It was all about make the documentary and you're going to blow up. And then it was like, all right, it's done. Don't blow up. And then all of a sudden, blow up. We're blowing up, bro. And the real truth is, I'm here to help as many people as I can for the next 55 years have an understanding of spirituality. Get them connected spiritually, consciously, to all forms of spirit. Again, I know most of you want to talk to aliens. I really don't, but I can get you in the right mindset where you can, and you can tell me all about it. I don't really want to sit with spirits. I don't invocate, demons and shit. I do my work and I go into the spiritual places and I see this, the deities and shit. I'm not a human that wants to have this experience. I just experience it and tell you about it and how to access these experiences. I was just like you, dude. I was just a normal person, and all of a sudden I realized I needed to fucking fix myself. My mind was fucked up. My emotions were fucked up. I didn't like my life. I started pounding through it, and this is what came from it. I reawoken. I am the only transcendental being, and I'm trying to reawaken souls so that they have this. Someone knows what it's like to experience, to be a soul in the human experience. But I was just like you. And as far as aliens, those are real ass beings, bro. We're not talking about, these are real ass beings. When you get to that place, dude, you could be connecting with all kinds of different planetary beings. They are alive. It's a conscious connection. It's not like a pick up your phone. It means like in your thoughts. All of this telepathic shit that I have, it's through the mind, right? So when you get there, bro, you could tell me all about it. But I don't want to like get to a place, I don't try to invoke deep dark deities or overstay with hanging out with Jesus and stuff like that. Like, oh, that was cool, I'm out of here now, keep it moving kind of situation is that for me. But as far as purpose, see your goals clearly and be honest with yourself. All I'm here to do is that. Law reminds us that to do whatever we set out to do with skill. Do the best job you can rather than crossing the finish line doing only the bare minimum. Have pride in your work. Let your skills shine. It's not time to beat around the bush. Directness is needed. Are you being authentic in this situation? Your skills and inner light can only shine when you are being true to yourself and your vision. That's where it starts, guys, and that's what I'm saying is you're doing what you think is right. You're just trying to do what's right, but you hate what you're doing. This is where it's time to start doing what I can't say what you want because your wants will always change, but what your heart truly desires. And if you can't give up your life to do that, you need to give up a part of your life to start bringing in something that you really like. I really want to learn how to play the piano in this life. That's going to take a lot of study, but it's not something that people don't learn. I just need to carve out time. I need to make this happen. I want to be a part of a group that knows something that I don't know, that I can do this too. And that's what I mean is, I want to fucking get a sword and relearn how to swing my sword from a past life. I'm sure that I need some kind of, I don't know if I could just legally go in and buy one and just start swinging that motherfucker. But shit like that, in order to do that, you have to create a place for that. Is there money in that? Am I going to be a world-selling pianist? No, bro. I just do this because I've always wanted to, and this would make me happy to learn how to play the piano. I got to carve out some time, some energy, and some money to do something that makes me happy. Cool. As far as swinging a sword, nah, bro. I don't know anybody, and I again, that's going to cost time, money, and learning how to do that and stuff. I found some people that teach that type of shit. What is that good for? Are you going to be like, a fencer and stuff? Like you're going to be, no, I just want to do, there's things that our heart wants to do, and we've got to make real attempts to do these things. I always wanted to do that. Take the step, dude. Or carve out some time to take these baby steps. Okay? So that's what this is about. That's what the day is about, is taking the steps and reaping what you've sown, which is where I'm at. I've worked really hard to be able to explain spirituality to people, and now I'm here with a bunch of people, and it's go time. And that's where you guys might be. Or it's time to start planting the seeds to get ready to do that, that too. One day you'll see me, out there with my sword. Like, holy shit, bro. Have you ever seen something? Not in this lifetime, but it's not unheard of. We're resurrecting, old ways. Okay, let's see. So, I'm not going to go into the dimensions because they're literally paragraphs and paragraphs, and once I get in there, I'm going to tell you everything that's in there and all the things that can be seen in there. I'm going to save that probably for like Saturday or Sunday night, so come back for that one. Right now, I'm going to do just a basic tarot spread is what I use around here. We're going to find out just what the day holds. The night will hold something different. We will have shadow work to do, but let's see what the day holds because I can't see the day. can't see the day but sees the day is what I heard. In the essence, I'm filled with a lot of energy. I'm already dressed to impress. I'm ready to do stuff, but I haven't got my direction. A lot of things, there's a lot of wants. I would like to do this, and I'd like to do this, and I'd like to do this. I wanted to just get up and go to Starbucks and get a coffee. I haven't had a coffee in like a week or two. I've just been drinking tea. It sounded like a good thing to do, but I didn't do it. They all sound like great ideas, but I'm waiting for the willpower, what really feels right in my heart, and then I have the will to get up and do it. I have to, you know what I mean? You want to do not just what your mind says. Oh, today we'll do this and this and this. No, I don't feel like we should be doing that. Or maybe we'll do some of it, but when the time comes. So I look for direction. They say seek God in all things. It's a form of that. Divination as well, you know, that's it. So I do these 3-card spreads. I'm going to teach you tarot. I have many teachings of tarot. You can scroll through them. I just did one last month where I completed the whole ascension via tarot. As soon as I did it, we were forced to go into two new tarot decks. The one I'm shuffling right now is the Quantum Tarot. So we're using our already understanding of tarot, but we're expanding the understanding with planets and quantum physics. So we're taking a knowing and making it bigger, and that's why I have different tarot cards. We know that this is an ascension. We're going to have a higher understanding. We're no longer on just that path of the ascension. Let's have some more details of where we are, and that's why we have different cards. They're all basically, all tarot is the same decks, but they all have different meanings, if they're any good at reading tarot. All right, so where are we currently, Spirit? Oh, Jesus, that's the best card in the deck. I'm excited. If there was one to start it off, that's how you start the deck. Okay, so obviously this is the guidebook for that. I use the Pagan Ways Tarot because it tells it in a story. I want to start here. The story in every tarot that you pull out, the very first card is always going to be the Fool. I'm going to read it from here, and then we'll read it from there. This is us. This is the awakening. This is us stepping into the spiritual realm. All of a sudden you wake up. I can teach you different stories. Mine happened right before my 40th birthday. It happened in September of my 39th birthday. I was born in November. So around Jesus' time is when it happened. I released my first single. I had a dream to always create music. I finally put that dream into action. I released my first single, and that's what started it. By the time my album was done, in January 7th, and I had released the whole album, I was fully awoken, and I had to leave that world behind. So, this is how it starts. There's other people that awake at different ages. The Fool represents each and every one of us as we travel through the experiences and mysteries of life, mundane and spiritual. The number of this card is 0, which tells us that the journey has not yet begun. The Fool stands outside the deck and can come at both the beginning and the end of it. And that's where we are. This is the beginning of it and the end. It's a harvest season, so it's coming to the end of our season. But all of you coming here, it's a new season. As one door closes, another door opens. He is surrounded by 4 elements in their natural form: the air on the earth which it stands, the fire of the sun, and the water of the lakes below. The Fool here is not an idiot, but pure, undeveloped potential. He skips along, starting into the sky, following the brightly butterflied of a spirit, about to step off in the principi of the material world's incarnation. He is unhindered by any received ideas, cultural restrictions, or prejudice. He carries no baggage of any kind. We all begin this way, a blank slate, until life's fortunes either help us learn and grow, or wound and narrow us. He is the essence of us all. For the Fool, as a child, each experience is new and marvelous, sometimes something to be embraced without fear. The Fool reminds us that to discover the magic in life, we must become a child, open to adventure and fully present in each moment. That's where we go back and we heal our inner child. We go back in time. We erase time, one memory, one hard feeling at a time, until we're back like me and you're a child of God again. Still in your older body, wise, but youthful, with no prejudice or restrictions. Every experience is brand new again. You don't know what this is going to hold. You're no longer thinking about the last time you did this, because every time you do it, it's like you've never done it before. When you erase your experiences, it's a brand new experience. Everything is. I assure you that. You can listen by my mundane experiences, how I tell you this is such a weird experience, being human and being around people as I go to the store or I get on the bus. I'm a whole child, experiencing the world like I never have before, but I have been here many times before. So have you. Let's keep going. If you surround yourself with a wall of received knowledge, dogma, familiarity, and careful nurtured criticism, it'll only cut you off from the wonder and vitality of existence. And that's like, I invite you to the park. No, I don't want to go to the park. And I ask you why. And you're going to list what you think is there, or your last experience. You're not allowing me to take you to somewhere you've been before to experience it in a way you've never experienced it before. That's a lot of what I do. I'm just re-experiencing it in a way I've never experienced before, because I don't think about it the way I did before. I have no preconceived notions. And how's that? Well, I don't have any memories. The wise fool does not conform to the explanation of others, but follows the path of that his soul knows is the right one, trusting in the goodness of the universe that all will happen exactly as it should. And that's it. I can't sit on the porch and watch what you guys are doing and, hey, you want to come with me? No, God hasn't told me what to do yet. He didn't say I should. Or let me ask God. In the essence, I just do what the Spirit tells me. I'm guided by the Spirit. That way I don't get out there and make anything. It's just being guided. Upright meaning. Feeling as though everything familiar has lost its color, meaning leaving you restless, discontent, or even ill. You have an overwhelming conviction that you need to seek out exciting new horizons in order for you to become more fulfilled and truly alive. This is a call from the universe. Ready or not, powerful forces are at work in your life with a period of chaos, painfully breaking down the old order so that a new one can emerge. Welcome to the dark night of the soul. What is about to happen? Your entire reality is going to come crashing down. It's going to happen on the outside. I'm here to help you be strong on the inside why it happens and understand why it's happening. Rule number 1, there's no devil. This is universal. It's happening. Everybody's structures, foundations, belief systems, fortunes, house being washed away. You can see it on TV. I don't want to use the biblical thing of revelations, but it is. It's everyone's coming to a revelation. It's a period of trials and tribulations, of testing, of the Spirit. We're going through hard times so that we can evolve. It's just like a diamond. You have to put it under fire. We're going through the fire of truth and justice. Everything's going to be set free. But that's what's brought you here, guys. I don't mean to be all doom and gloomy and all of that, but that will come. It'll happen today. The tower will hit. Something, God, is going to either destroy or make you destroy a part of your life today. And I'm here to empower you through this. It happens every Friday. But we pulled the cards and said it would happen every day for the next 10 days. And for the beginning awakeners, it can happen every day for as long as you start catching on to what's happening. Every time you try to hold on to something, it'll get ripped out of your hands. Because it's not about attachment, it's about detachment. We have to break everything, break you out of your structures. Your house makes you act a certain way, so we've got to get you out of that house. Your job makes you act a certain way that's not truly authentic to who you are. We've got to get you out of that job. Your relationships limit you. Your friendships limit you. Your clothes do not really show who you truly are. You're not being true to your thoughts, your feelings, your voice. You're trapped inside of a matrix of your mind. So they're going to take out everything that keeps you trapped in your mind. I'm here to help you through this. It's very painful. You are going to fall very hard from what you think is grace, but the fall is grace. As we descend, we actually ascend. Okay? The Fool is a totally free spirit, open and spontaneous, which is something you've lost. He asks you to take a leap of faith without worrying what other people will think. All the great inventors and visionaries of the world have been called fools by the less daring. Courage, risk-taking, and creative expression are needed to renew your life. If you don't jump as an eagle, they're going to push you. It's time to fly. I don't know how old you are and where you are, but when it happens, it happens. I'm not the one pushing you. I'm here to show you that it's God and all the beings and how they're pushing you and where they're pushing you and why they're pushing you. And go with that guidance. And that's it. My mind's telling me no, but my body. You have to honor your feelings. Jump with blind faith, or you're going to be pushed with no faith. And you're going to find faith along the way. Reverse meaning. Reverse. The fool suggests that you may be acting like a selfish, immature fool with no regards for consequences of your actions. Look where you are going, or you will trip up. Depending on the surrounding cards, somebody may be trying to take advantage of you, and if you are offered an opportunity that seems too good to be true, it is. Hey, good morning. Good morning. I have my eyes open, so now I'm paying attention. Last night I had some people come in and talk in the comments, and it was a great conversation, so good morning to you. I'll do my best to, interact with everyone. All right, back to the Fool. All right, back to the future, I guess. So that's where we are. Either you're free-spirited or you're not, and it's time to be free. That's it. God bless. Amen. Wonderful, right? So we're going to learn it in a quantum way. That's the basic understanding of that card. And again, quantum is what we are learning here. All of us are learning this new verbiage. If you have something to say on it, speak on it. I don't know anybody that studies quantum realms other than in it. I didn't study this shit. Alright, the Fool symbolizes the Big Bang, the creation of our universe. According to the theory, the universe was born in a single cataclysm explosion around 14 billion years ago. How can they date this? Who knows it was 14 billion? Oh, they're counting the lines in the trees? Yeah, it was 14 billion lines that are in there. They're full of shit, bro. I just want to say that. They have to put a number on some shit. They have to put a number. Time. They always have to put time on shit. It's not real. All matter was created within the first few seconds after the bang. Though galaxies... Okay, see, this is where we could really start messing with you. The Big Bang says that you guys are monkeys. Primates. Evolved primates. How do we feel about that? Okay, you can either live in that or not. All matter was created within the first few seconds of the Big Bang. Though galaxies and stars took many millions of years to form. The Quantum Fool represents something that's new that has emerged. But butterflying... I'm getting a download. Hold on. They're showing me this whole thing. Okay. It's true, because that's what God says. First there was darkness, then there was light. Everything is created of the light, right? So there's these explosions of light. Again, I don't study science. They give me all these images, and I have to put it together and make a fucking language of this bullshit. Can somebody translate this for me? No, but they're showing me that that's what it is it's all created of light. You are a light being, a light worker, a star seed. The planets are of the light. The beings are of the light. We are of the light. All of it is light. So they're showing me this big explosion of light. And that's what they call the Big Bang. Okay, thanks for the fucking visuals. Put that together. Yeah, darkness, exactly. And that's my favorite place, is to sit in the darkness, which I understood later is just being out in the universe. It's all dark out there. And you see everything from all directions. It's all dark. I think when we go to our darkness, we go to outer space. It's not really... it can be a place in your conscious, but I think after so long of spending that place in darkness and where I always wanted to be, I do believe that. It's outer space. I love to ask people where heaven is, and they always look up at outer space. If you turn the lights off, you'll understand that those are planets and stars. So on what planet and star is heaven? It's the same as at hell. They look at their toes. Yeah, we're on hell on earth. It's right here, buddy. It's not any deeper than you can dig with a spoon. You're still going to be here on hell on earth. All right, let's go. Exactly. It's a state of mind. It's really a consciousness. People are in hell all day. People are in heaven all day. What's your mechanism? The quantum fool represents something new that has emerged. The butterfly struggling forth from the cataclysm or the chrysalis. The fool has no fear because it has no life experience. You're like a. I'm seeing the turtles. Hey, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, because they're born, dude, in an egg in the ground and have no idea, just like the locusts. They don't know nothing. They just know, bro. They just know and go. They know nothing. They go into this deep-ass water, no idea of all the predators, what's out to get them, nothing. They just go. They just have this inner knowing of, I gotta go. I don't know if they learn what to eat along the way or they know what tastes good. It's just an all inner knowing. That was a good one, the turtles. That's a band, too, they're showing me. Okay, enough. He is ignorant of danger, but also completely open, without prejudice or hidden agendas. He sees things as they are, even if he does not have the wisdom to understand them. I'm still trying to understand why people leave their kids alone in this building. I can't make sense of it. What it is I'm trying to reach for reasoning, right? You guys have a bunch of ideas, but I'm trying to think, where would they go? Why? I'm trying to give understanding to why do people leave their kids unattended in this building? Where do they go? What are they thinking? I spent a lot of time on that. What are they thinking? What were they doing? And it starts with me. Don't start asking those questions about someone else until you've asked yourself that a million times. And that's me too. Where did that thought come from? Why do I feel this way? Start with yourself before you start questioning other people. But I'm at a place where I question everything. Why? But why, God? But why? Alright, so that's where we are. We're fools. I know. Now, what's our first journey? I'm almost scared. Where do we go with these foolish bullshit? Hey. Cups. All in love and shit. Love. Okay, I'm gonna read it out of this card and then we'll jump over. Why? Because we're jumping. We're fucking, jumping through quantums. What is that? Is that a page? Do you think that's a page? It's not a knight, right? That's a page of cups. Again, I'm learning these are I know some tarot, these are new cards that we have to learn. Why? Because of the quantum shit that's hidden in them. Alright, 7 of cups. Nope. Page. I think it's a page. Yep. Let me see. Well, do we think that's Perseus? It has a name. Let me see that. Give me a second. Serpent, I don't know, bro. Fuck off. What do you think? I think it's it. I think it's it. Well, let's start reading it and we'll find out. The constellation Ophiuchus, I don't know, Ophiuchus. Are we in the spelling bee? I'm trying to. How's your Sanskrit? Whatever. Is entwined with another constellation, serpents, and the mythological Ophiuchus, named Greek, means serpent bearer. Oh, we're in that Kobe. We're in the Mamba mindset. That sounds good. He is associated with here's another hard word. Asclepius, the god of medicine. That makes sense because that looks like that thing that Raphael hangs around with. Who was taught healing by the snake. Alcepheus was killed by Zeus for daring to raise the dead. Oh, you're not allowed to do that. Then immortalized in the heavens in recognition of his skills. Ophiuchus and you guys in these fucking names, was receptive to information from natural world, the snake, and this gave him healing skills that seemed magical. The Page of Cups represents the receptivity and healing ability. Because he is a page of his skills his skills have not yet been tried, but his openness makes him a sponge for soaking up information on an intuitive level. Oh, that's perfect. Listen here, SpongeBob SquarePants. All we need you to do is be open to receiving new information. Apply it later, and that's, practice makes perfect. I think once you start practicing, then, you're doing. I don't see it as that way, but being open is what this is talking about. I'll go over here and read it. And I was right. It was the Page of Cups. Obviously, we had to work through that and find out if we were on the right one. No, cups, please. And thank you. Princess of Cups. Holy shit. What's today? Lughnasadh, bro. It's for real. Can you believe that? Did you do that? No, you watched me not do nothing. I just sit here and I'd be amazed too. So we have both of our representatives. We have the king and queen. She's a weird known that we were supposed to pull her. But again, I don't be knowing. They know her whole story, bro. Alright, fine. God, I hate them. Hot days of summer shortening. I'll be trying to race through some shit. The fool reaches the coast. He finds a voluptuous, reflective woman. Stare at this woman. I always get a weird vibe off her. Do you get the voluptuous? I just feel like, I don't know, bro. She looks like she's a shit-talking bitch. That could be you. Alright, come on. That's funny to me. She holds a goblet in one hand and a sheaf of wheat in the other, symbolizing the harvest of water and earth. Right? So that's your emotions and reality. Behind her, the sun is beginning to set in the west, descending into the other world. The wheel turns, she tells him. The blazing heat of the dog days brings summer's growth to an end. I know, bro. The fucking... Ugh. And the crops ripen as the earth gives birth to the autumn harvest. I wanted to complain about it. I have nothing to complain about this summer. It was the coolest summer in Colorado, but I made sure of it. Magically, we did it. They told me it was going to have effects on the rest of the U.S., but I don't think it was my fault. They said they were going to do that. I was just part of it. All I asked for was good cold weather. We go forth with our sickles and make the first cut, grasping the abundant ears of grain to bake our bread, offerings of the first fruits to the gods. If you'd like to do an offering like me as a whole witchy witch, that's what we'll be offering today, is loaves of bread and fruits. Nuts is usually what I do. I always put kind of some protein down for the birds and, predators. So like some kind of fish or something. I'll take a picture of it. I always do an offering. I'll let you see how that works. Just as the Princess of Cups represents change of seasonal energy from summer to autumn and harvest, this card heralds the creation of harvest of some kind. Something new that will bring emotional pleasure. This could be birth, pregnancy, job offers, romantic opportunities, new friendships, or a fresh idea or project. Well, I'm lined up for that. Hey, how are you? I have a new job that I'm starting. I have a new everything that I'm starting. So that's what we're doing. The only way that I can make it new is I had to walk away from old shit. I had to create space for new shit, bro. So don't make it doesn't sound easy. It's like, oh, how'd you get a new job? I sat around without a job for a long, long time waiting for the right job instead of just chasing any job because I just wanted a job. Really? Yeah, how long did that take? Well, I kept trying to do it, and God kept ripping me out of my ground because I kept trying to do that. He wanted me to learn spirituality and not learn how to be a human. And I just kept trying to be human. All I wanted to do was get my house back, get a job, get my pride back. Every time I got to a new place, I kept trying to get a job, get a house, get my pride. As soon as I would get next doing it, he'd rip me out of there. Because that was never what I was supposed to do. It was just a fucked up pattern. Get a job, get a house, get some pride. I stopped, dude. I stopped and accepted it, and I ended up jobless, homeless, and full of understanding. Not full of pride. It's not very prideful where I am, but I had to learn how to be humbled. It's part of this whole fucked up experience. I hope he doesn't do it to you, but it was my experience. I'd face my fears. The Princess of Cups may represent a helpful person who is flamboyant, artistic, emotional, idealistic, creative, and probably psychic. However, he or she is not very practical or strong, but sensitive and easily upset, needing constant reassurance and becoming sulky or moody if they didn't get it. Alternatively, this could be you. If so, the card is advising you that you need to be more grounded and engage with real world occasionally. Balance your dreams with logic in order to manifest them. Yeah, that's another thing I struggled with. So I spent like a year and a half in the spiritual realm, and then trying to be a spiritual freak in the real world, I didn't know how to do it anymore. All I knew how to do was be spiritual. I forgot how to be human again. So it's really difficult. I have to find special places. Like, there has to be a special place. Where can you put a spiritual freak like me that can space out at any time of the day? That's pretty much completely spaced out. Like, what can I do? How can I be a service? I really am just a priestess. That's all I can do. It's the best thing I can do. But I also have to be able to pay the bills while I do this, and God's been trying to find a way to do that. He's taken care of me the whole way. It's not, I didn't do anything illegal or, none of that, but it's just, taking off the pride and putting on the spirit was pretty hard. If you can imagine, and you can't, but I've documented the whole thing. Going from a boss bitch, a very assertive, over masculine, get things done, overly independent bitch, to being a humbled priestess It was a lot of layers of humbling, bro. I'm a priestess. Imagine a priest or a priestess. You don't know what a priestess is. Imagine a priest. They're not prideful. They're not looking for jobs. They're not looking for money. They're not looking for friends. They're just all about God and spreading God. That's what I do. Just a lot different because I'm a dark goddess. Ha! Alright, the reverse meaning. The reverse Princess of Cups can bring bad news on an emotional level. She can indicate death, loss, breakups, or disappointment in love. The reverse Princess may also be telling you that you are masking unresolved child issues. As I said in the beginning, we're going to dig those out. It's okay. We're all broken children inside of here. Or repressed emotions with drugs, alcohol, sex addiction, overeating, anorexia, or bulimia. Those are just your coping mechanisms for some repressed emotions and some childhood issues. Why do you act like this? I had a fucked up childhood. I'm still working on it, bro. I had a really fucked up childhood that I've only started working on 3 years ago. I masked this for my whole life, and I cut everyone off, turned into a whole bitch. I'm trying to be better. Work with me here. I mean, I tend to act a fool sometimes. And that's just it. Kanye is going to keep acting up until we get Kanye better, bro. He's not going to be, you know what I mean? You're never going to get the old Kanye back. We got to work through the hurt Kanye, and then we'll have a young Kanye, but he's just not going to be that guy again. And that's it, too. You're not going to get the old Slim Shady again. You're not going to get these old hurt versions of these men as we're working through it. You're going to get their youthfulness, their joy, their excitement, their fun, but you're not going to get that hurt and anger and bitterness and, you know, hatred. And that's really what it is. We're all coming from a hurt place. If this is true, she warns you that unless you deal with the underlying issue, it will gradually destroy you. The time has come to get help. I'm here to help y'all, bro. Everybody. There's nothing you're going to fucking tell me that I haven't already put on a video of what happened in my life. Or if it is something new, we're going to figure out how to work with it all the way. Because you're not the only one struggling with whatever you're struggling with. You're just doing it in silence like everybody else. Dying in silence. Nah, bro. No more of that. The Princess of Cups reverse is insecure, psychologically immature, overly emotional, and unable to form real relationships, confusing love and sex. He or she is damaged and deeply wounded, perhaps an abuse in a childhood, or hurt by later life relationships, incapable of giving or receiving real love in consequence. This was me. I went through all kinds of emotional, verbal, physical, corporal, physical, my mom beat the shit out of me, and sexual abuse as a child. Because it was a norm as a child, and it was still part of my adolescence, I accepted it as an adult. I'm a survivor of all kinds of abuse, only when I fucking stopped it. But I didn't stop it until I woke up. I had to get rid of people. I was still allowing it, all because it was normal. I thought this was how people treated me. This is just how people treat me. People always treat me like this. So I had to learn to deal with how people treated me. You don't have to. Not all people will treat you that way. You've normalized unhealthy fucking behaviors from home. And we're going to work on that. But yeah, my abuse played out until my last marriage, and that's what I'm still recovering from. And even then, I still let people psychologically, emotionally, and verbally abuse me going on. It came from childhood. They did it to us when we were young, and so we just accepted that's how people treat us. And we didn't stop this. It's too early to cry, but we're going to get ready. By this evening, I'm going to hurt your heart. We're going to dig into your childhood, or I'm going to dig into mine. And if you're not going to cry about yours, but I guarantee you're going to cry about mine. I had a really unbelievable childhood. People don't come back. It caused a personality disorder. I suffered from multiple personalities. I had to fix all of those. I'm proof that, if you can heal the mind, if you can heal through the spirit, you can heal the mind and the body. He or she may be dabbling in spiritual matters without any real commitment, is suspicious of everyone, and prone to fits of depression. Or is this you? Well, now you know what the season brings. It's not just today. We're here for at least until the autumn equinox, which is on August 22nd. Tomorrow is going to be an eclipse of the heart, right? So literally 6 minutes is where the moon is going to move in the space of the sun, and we will go dark. it will happen on the outside, but we are a reflection. It's gonna happen inside, right? You're gonna be filled with darkness, and that's gonna be the aches of your heart. Why? Because it's a Saturday. And it's all described. I teach you how all of this is actually ordained, the book of life, how we're really walking through it. Simple shit like that. Did you know that was going to happen? No, because I'm not familiar with these cards. And I didn't remember that was the funny lady. Alright, what's the outcome? Dun, dun, dun. 9 of Cups. That's a good card. Why? They call it the wish fulfillment card. Really? I don't know why. I watched tarot for a while. They all use these weird verbs and stuff. What is it? Abundance. Now, that looks like a good harvest, right? This is harvest season. We're talking about harvest. So that's a good harvest. What do you need to do? Open up. And you're going to reap the rewards of it. It's pretty basic. That's what some stupid tarot would say without reading all of this. Oh, you need to take a leap of faith. You need to open up, take some experience, dive into it, and you're going to find true fulfillment. Is how tarot readers. Nah, bro, fuck what you're saying. Let's get a little bit more detailed. This is often called the best card of the minor arcana, traditionally entitled the wish card, or just happiness. It's all going well for you. Relationships, emotional fulfillment, health, and material success. Hey, can I start with saying last night we did a reading on forgiveness and boundaries, and I had to go and ask for forgiveness. I had to pour my heart out to one of my twin flames and say, I'm not fully aware of everything I've said to hurt you, but I know I have said things to hurt you. And it's not just you. If you watch, I say things that hurt people. I can't take back every word I've said. I just want you to be aware that I know this is a problem, and I'm seriously trying to work on it, not just for you, but for my own. And I'm sorry. That's all you can, dude. When you're still struggling with a problem, you got to be honest with it. I'm still struggling with this. I might hurt your feelings again. I might say something mean to you when I'm triggered. Can you accept that I'm trying to fix this? Sometimes, guys. A lot of forgiveness. So when it says this, relationships, it's like, I feel good. And that's where it was, is I'm just looking at this pattern. And that's it. Kobe's like, you want to talk about this? I don't really. And it came in my video. I saw exactly. I was like, oh, they're going to make me feel bad for everything I've ever done. Because I saw a particular person. I was like, oh, I need to go apologize to that person. That's it. You don't know what's going to happen, but you just need to acknowledge, hey, I was wrong. All is going well for you. Relationships, emotional fulfillment, health, and material success. You feel that you are where you belong. You can take satisfaction in what you've achieved, celebrate, and look forward to the future. And that's kind of where I'm at. There's so much good, I don't know what to do. Everything's so good right now. I really don't know what to do with myself. Everything is so good. I mean, it's always good, but it's like real good. Like, I can't even focus on it. Like, there's nothing I need or want. It's just really good. And that's where bad, impulse behaviors could come in, where like, oh, I should just celebrate. I should celebrate. Dude, I went and had a good meal. That was good enough. I'm not going to do that every day. Be careful that you don't get carried away with the material pleasures. That's it too. It's like, oh, I'm on top of the world. Let me just keep, celebrating my success. It's not mine, to be honest. All these people that are coming, it'll be success as I help you. Right now, it's the beginning of something big. The success will come as I start helping people. I'm just getting a job. The success will be when I can get good at it and keep it without losing it. You know what I mean? Success comes later. This is the beginning of successful, the beginning of what could be successful. And some of this might not all play out. You go to eat it, you know what I mean? You got all of these all this corn that's brand new, but as you start going through it, some of them might not be good. Some of them might have bugs in there. I'm just saying. We don't know. We're just grabbing our first harvest, and we're really grateful for everything we got right now. But it might not taste so good. Some of it might be a little sour. Keep that in mind, as we roll through this. And if something's sour, as they said in my cards yesterday, not everything's manifested. We've got another harvest. This is just our first harvest. And you can learn that in American agriculture from the South. They harvest during, there's certain times when they can harvest. They can harvest some things only once a year. They have to wait all year for their harvest. Some of them they can harvest a couple times throughout the year. You know what I mean? Be careful that you don't get carried away with the material pleasures, though, and don't take everything for granted. You still need to work to keep it up. I have a lot of eyes on me. I gotta step up my game. I heard they gotta start paying me for this. No, it's not real, but I really do. I just feel that I've gotten to a place where I can reach enough people. They're here because there's a way that I can reach them. They've come, with that. And there's too many. They used to come and I'd get 30 subscribers and then all of a sudden lose 10. And I'd be like, well, I pushed them too far. I can't lose that. I mean, I could, but where the fuck are all you gonna go? I can't lose all of you. I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, last Friday I was giving up and pushing people away. I had 480 people, and now this morning I woke up with 1,100, and now it just keeps going. It was at 1,200 when I got here. It's I could lose some, but I'm still responsible for hundreds of people. This is where I'm a little nervous. All eyes on me. Thanks, Pac. Love you. This card also assures you that if you're doing worthwhile work, you will be taken care of. You may never be rich, but your needs will be met. And that's it. I'm a priestess, dude. I'm taken care of by God, not the community. One day, maybe the community will contribute. And that's why I always put my, my Cash App in there for whatever, if you're feeling, generous or whatnot. But it's really about reach one, teach one. I got a lot of them I could teach. Where do I start? What do I tell them? It was exciting. I don't know where to start. And they started perfectly. That's why I said, start with it. They know how to help me help you. I want to help all of you. I don't know where to start. I don't know where you are. I don't know. I've been through it all. Where do I start with them? Every journey starts with the Fool. And then we're in Lughnasadh. And we're reaping. This is perfect. I was nervous. I don't curate this shit, bro. I just go with the flow. And a lot is flowing right now. And I just hope that, when big things happen, you hope you're ready. That you perform well. That you can do the job. They say you can do the job. You just, is your confidence up? Yeah. There's a lot weighing on this, which is what? It's the beginning. I'm responsible. I got 1,000 people that I can teach. It's unbelievable to me. I'm grateful to have this opportunity that I became what they wanted me to become. I want to cry. But it's a lot of work. That's what it means. It just means that my workload just got real big. But I'm just doing what I do. It's just more people. And that's what's really exciting. I love what I do. All right. The reverse meaning. Again, it's a reap what you sow. So if you're not on the top, you're on the bottom of the wheel. The wheel always shifts. Every 6 weeks, it's going to shift. It's always turning. So you tune and you can tune with it. You can ride it back up. Or you can do nothing and sit at the bottom as the wheel goes around and runs over your head. All right. You are disappointed that everything you wished for in life has not materialized. Bro, it kept happening to me. Every time I kept trying to build something, nothing would come out of it. I'd get so close and it'd fall apart in my hands. Because I was building out of desperation and fear. I was building out of pride. I wanted this just to say I could do it and show everyone I wasn't a piece of shit. I didn't need to show nobody nothing. Those were never a reason to do anything, to prove something to someone. I knew that I wasn't a piece of shit. I knew that, but nobody, I had all these people watching me become nothing. And I just wanted to show them I am something. I have lots of powers. I'm not just useless. I'm being obedient. And so, Perhaps you missed chances or spent too much time satisfying transority desires, such as casual sex, parties, drugs, alcohol, and food. That's in all of these. That's just the life, bro. That's what people think is a good life, bro. I just want to have a party. I want to have great sex. I want to fucking, smoke some weed, drink some drink, have good food. I want everybody to live on an island, and, that's great. That's what the flesh desires. That's what they sell in the movies. I just want to go on, Lewis Hamilton, he's one of my richest twin flames. This boy, he sells it all. Don't you want to have sex and parties and ride around on his boat and his plane and in his fast cars and wear all the fancy clothes and eat all the best foods? He sells it. He's a sellout. I love him. it makes it, you think it's the most beautiful thing, and then Kardashian over there, Miss Kim, she makes it look good, but I promise you that's what I show you is it's not what it looks like, guys. The food has no flavor. The alcohol doesn't even get them drunk. The sex is boring. The parties are all dull, and they're tired of the drug. It sounds like fun when you're not part of it, but when that's all you're part of, it's like it's lost its flavor. We all want to be, I'm seeing that movie Shark Tale with Will Smith. There's a fall from grace. Welcome back, Willie. Welcome back. I talked to a lot of, you guys wouldn't even believe the celebrities that are watching. And, it's not important because they need to learn too. Their success didn't get them spiritually anywhere, and they're stuck unhappy just like you. So anyways, going back to it. Perhaps your low self-esteem has allowed others to take advantage of you. This marks the end of a cycle. It's never too late to change. Meditate on the nature of abundance. What does that mean? Don't sit around imagining yourself rich and famous, bro. That's not what abundance is. Abundance is feeling good, bro. I got a good harvest, meaning Thanksgiving. What is Thanksgiving about? What do you come together for? A good meal, good family, giving thanks for what you have. That's what this day is about. Now, unfortunately, when you don't have family and you don't got a good food and you're not in that spirit, Thanksgiving blows if you're not in that feeling. So if you're not in a Thanksgiving vibe like today gives, this blows. I don't have no fucking foods. I don't got no... Shut up, DJ Khaled. She ain't got no Netflix. She ain't got no cable. She ain't got no some and no tables. Some. I think that was actually Chance the Rapper that said it. Yeah, there's a chance he still might be a rapper. Ooh, burn. Where's all the punchlines come from? I'm a rapper. Among other things. Wrap this shit up. So, it is what it is, and it really is what it is. So if you're not in an abundant place, don't fucking feel bad. Nobody knows it's Thanksgiving except for me. Really? Everybody thinks the 808 portal is the Lionsgate door. That's a week later. They don't even know the dates. Nobody knows what it really is. They can only know what it feels like. Oh, it's a Marshall Mathers in the house. That's my other twin flame. He comes in. He doesn't never go nowhere, to be honest. He's not going nowhere. So that's where we're at. It's the beginning. And if you don't have a harvest, that's okay. God's not going to let you starve. This is where you start planting the seeds. And in the beginning, I told you, what seeds are you planting? Stuff that makes you happy. If you do the stuff that makes you happy, it's not going to make you rich. But that happiness will flow into other parts of your life, bringing in financial abundance. You're not going to get rich, learning how to shoot an arrow, if that's what, learning archery, but you always wanted to. You're not going to get rich learning how to fucking ride a horse. I'm listing the things I want to do, by the way. I'm not going to get rich doing any of that. In essence, it's going to cost me money, but it's going to fill my soul with happiness. And that's this is what we're talking about right now. The ascension is actually a descent, a 22 centimeter descent from your mind to your heart, that can take you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime to fight your thoughts and be true to your heart. It can take you many lifetimes. I'm hoping to get you through it in this lifetime. That's the plan. I'm here for 55 years. I'm responsible for 144,000. I got 1,000 already over here. I don't know how many of you are going to stick this out. And this goes back to you old schools. I told you this day would come, where I needed you guys to be ready so that you could teach, when they came, you could help me teach these classes. If you've been paying attention for all this time and you know that you want to be part of a class, you've been paying attention, you got your own books, you're ready to teach something, reach out to me and let's start collaborating so we can teach more. We can reach more and teach more. If you've been developing your teaching skills and you're ready to take that first decree and initiation into the spiritual community and you want to try it out, this is where we try it out. So reach out to me, High Priestess Phoenix, the number 6 at Gmail. Anybody else that wants to reach out, I'll reach out. If you say something stupid, you're going to get something stupid back. There's no stupid questions. I just give you a stupid answer back. Just kidding. I'm here for whatever. Don't ask me about aliens again. I don't talk to them. They talk to me. Other stuff, yeah, I can tell you how to communicate with, but I don't. Please don't make me. I feel like Metatron's already gonna make me, and I'm gonna, because I'm already supposed to go to Skinwalker's Ranch, and I'm not really excited about this. That's a part of my life I'm not really excited about reconnecting with alien beings in this life. Why? Because how many humans connect with aliens in this life? You become a super freak if you can talk to aliens. If the aliens talk to you, now you're super duper freaky. Super freaky. I guess that's probably where I'm going to end up, right? There's nothing freakier than me. Hey, welcome to the awakening. Later's when it gets hard. I'm going to pull the cards and we're going to go into your childhood. No, we're going into mine. But it should trigger you into yours. I love yous. Laters. Bye, guys.